welcome to NSK TV. My name is Craig and I am from Non-Stop Kids Entertainment, and welcome to Magic Time. It is 12 o'clock today, which means it's magic time. Let me tell you, 12 o'clock every single day of the week, 7 days a week, on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, we put a different magic performance. In fact, guys, we put 6 videos live every single day on YouTube and Facebook. So the thing you need to do is you need to, before you do anything, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, and then you'll be kept updated with all of the cool stuff that we've got going on. But today, like I said, it's close-up magic time. I'm going to do some close-up magic for you. So you want to come really close to the screen, and you want to get really, really close. Because I'm going to show you something that I shouldn't really tell you. I'm going to show you something that really, I could get in trouble if I told you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This is a very special deck of cards. And you're wondering probably what's special about them. Well, what's special about these cards is they're called double-backed cards. Very difficult to get a deck of cards like this. You basically have to go to the playing card factory and it's in the discard pile. But basically, these are cards that have got backs on both sides. There's no faces on these cards. There's just backs, and it confuses a lot of people because when you're using them, you can look at them this way, you can look at them this way. It doesn't matter. They've got backs on both sides. So if you're playing cards and you're like looking at them and you're going, well, this makes no sense. It does make no sense because they've got backs on both sides. The thing is, if you were playing cards and you were playing cards with a deck like this, you'd be so confused because you'd be looking at it and you'd be like, I don't get it, I don't get it. But me, being a magician, I can follow what's going on with these cards. You see, I can cut to this card, and I can tell you that this card is a 7 of diamonds. That's a 7 of diamonds right there. Let me show you another card. This one here is the 3 of clubs. Let me see if I can find a queen. This one here is the queen of diamonds. Now, I know you don't believe me. There's an ace right there. I know you don't believe me. So the only way I can prove this to you is by finding the 4 kings. Let me just see if I can do this. If I no, hang on. Yeah, there's a king. That's the king of hearts. Let me see if we can find another one. Yeah, there's the king of spades. Oh, the king of diamonds was next to it. That's lucky. Yeah, there's the last king. So we've now got 4 kings. Now, I get that you don't believe me. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous concept. But genuinely, those are the 4 kings down on the table. I can tell which each one of these kings are, which each one of these cards are. Let me prove it to you. Let me see if I can make it a little bit easier for you to follow. Watch this card that's sticking out the pack. If I shake it, I can actually print the face on that one. So now you can see that's the 3 of hearts. If I take that 3 of hearts and rub like this, I can print the faces of every other card in the pack. Other than these are obviously still got backs on both sides until I snap. And when I snap, now these, oh wow, I managed to find the 4 aces. I did even better. I got the aces instead of the kings. I was going for the kings and we got the aces. How cool is that? But you know what? As we've got the aces, I may as well show you a trick with them, really, shouldn't I? I may as well show you a trick with the aces. So that's what I'll do. Let me do something pretty cool for you. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find cards in a deck of playing cards. Okay, I'm going to show you how to find the aces. Sorry. Let me shuffle and cut the aces into the deck. So let's say that you have a pack of cards and you want to try and find the 4 aces. Let me show you ultimately what it's meant to look like. So what it's meant to look like is that you take a shuffled pack of cards and you give them a few cuts and you give them a few shuffles, and then ultimately you should be able to cut to an ace. Let me show you. I'll cut in the right spot and hopefully, yeah, that feels right. I've got myself an ace. That's the ace of hearts. Now that's the slow way of doing it. There is a quick way as well. I'll show you the quick way. The quick way looks like this. Watch. I mean, it really is quite quick when you look at it. I mean, but that's how you find the 4 aces. Now, if you want to learn how to do that, let me show you what you do. So you want to start off by taking a deck of cards and putting the 4 aces face up into a face down deck. That's kind of the first thing that you want to do, right? You want to put the aces face up into a face down deck, and then you want to shuffle the cards like that. So you want to be shuffling the cards like that. So you've got the 4 aces face up in a face down deck. And the reason you want to do that is because that way you'll be able to tell if you've got it right or not. You've practiced cutting to the aces. You can tell if you've got it right or not, because if you've got it right, the ace will be face up. Once you've then got good, you have to do this. Take half the cards face up, take half the cards face down, and shuffle the cards face up into face down. Now, there's a technical term for this. It's called a mess, right? Because when you think about it now, you've got cards back to face, you've got cards face to back, and as I continue to cut face up and face down, cards continue to get more and more mixed up. To find the first ace, I just give the deck one cut. Yep, just like that. That's the first ace right there. Sometimes you can find the ace without even having to cut the cards. So watch right here. If I rub in the right spot, I can get the second ace. Isn't that weird? I mean, as I find each ace, it becomes more and more difficult because of the face up and face down cards. But as I've got the two black aces, let me see if I can, yeah, there you go. That's the next one, that's the next ace. Kind of gets really weird, doesn't it? And the final ace, now this one is the hardest one of the lot, and let me explain why. The reason this is the hardest one of the lot is because there's face down cards, there's face up cards, there's cards face up, there's cards face down. Makes it very, 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 very difficult to find that last card. But I'll tell you what, the only way that I can do it is by snapping my fingers. You see, when I snap my fingers, what I've been able to do is turn all of the cards the right way, except for one card and one card only in the middle of the deck. And that one there is the ace of diamonds. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now, I want to introduce you to another concept with card magic. I want to introduce you to another idea with card magic. And this idea is called a wild card. Now, you probably don't know what a wild card is, but a wild card in a deck of cards is a card that can stand for any single card in the pack. When you're playing cards, you can play like poker, and you can have like a joker, for example, stand for any card in the pack. That's what a wild card is. Well, magicians have something called magical wild cards. And magical wild cards are cards that can literally look like any card in the pack. So I'm going to give you an example of a magical wild card, okay? Here's what we'll do. We're going to take 4 cards out of the pack. Now, if you were here, you could pick these cards, but we'll go for that one, we'll go for that one, we'll go for that one, and we'll go for that one. 4 cards, okay? These 4 cards are going to be our wild cards. Okay, so they're going to be the wild cards, the 8, the 7, the 5, and the Jack. You don't really have to remember these, but I do want you to remember that these are our magical wild cards, and they are going to go there. Now, as well as that, we need a card. We need a card that you guys are going to have. So let me see. We'll take that one. There we go. And just for the purposes of illustration, I'm going to write my name on it. So we'll write C-R-A-I-G. And I'll put a smiley face there. There we go. So I want you guys to see that I have my name right there on the playing card. My name is Craig. So let me explain to you how these 4 random wild cards work. I'm going to take this card with my name and the smiley face, the 6 of hearts, and I'm going to put that into my pocket. We'll get back to it in a minute. I won't put it in my pocket. We will get back to it in a second. So, rest of the cards can go over the way. We don't need them. We're just going to use these 4 wild cards. And we're going to try and make it look like these 4 wild cards start to look like the 6 that's in my pocket. Now, they're not going to be the 6 of hearts. That's impossible. What you're about to see right now is an illusion. It's not real because the 6 with the name on it is in the pocket and has been from the very beginning. But it's a rather convincing illusion. You see, if I twist the cards like this, that first one there turns into the 6 of hearts with my name and the smiley face on. Now, it's not really the 6 of hearts, but it does look quite convincing. This second one starts to look like exactly the same card. Now, obviously, I haven't got 2 cards with the same signature in the same place. I haven't got 3 cards with the same signature in the same place. That's impossible. And this card obviously looks exactly the same as well. I've got 4 6s with the same name in the same place. This is completely impossible. And it is impossible. Because you see, these are magical wild cards. They just look like the 6 of hearts. I could make them look like anything I wanted to. For example, I could snap my fingers, and when I snap my fingers, I could have these magical wild cards look like the aces that we were playing with at the very, very beginning, which is absolutely random. So you're probably wondering, where is the 6 of hearts? Well, remember at the very beginning, we put the 6 of hearts in my pocket. Well, over here in my pocket, we actually have, oh, hang on, we've got the 4 aces. So if the 4 aces are in my pocket, that means that over here where the aces were, that must be the 6 of hearts. Isn't that weird? Like, I personally think that's really random. That's so confusing. I don't get that myself, to be honest. But there you go. There you go. There you go. We'll try one more thing with the aces. One more thing with the aces. But this time we'll just use the the black aces. We won't use the red aces. We'll turn the red aces over. We'll lose them down in the middle of the deck. We're just going to use the black aces because it'll be easier to follow with just 2 cards. So I want you to watch. I'm going to try right in front of your eyes and make these 2 black aces change places. So we've got the ace of clubs and the ace of spades. Watch, don't blink for a second. There's the ace of clubs. There's the ace of spades. I'm going to turn them so they're face to face. So the club and the spade are facing together. And if I give a little twist, when I give a little twist, those 2 black aces change places with the 2 red aces. That's weird. I didn't want that to happen. I'm so sorry. That's just weird. Let me put those 2 aces away. We don't need these. I'm really sorry. Let me get the 2 black aces again. Hang on. If I snap my fingers, the first black ace turns face up in the middle of the deck. And the second black ace, let me just give the cards a cut in the right place. And if I cut in the right place, hopefully I should find that the second black ace turns up right there on the bottom of the deck. Brilliant. So sorry about that. You see, I did the wrong trick there. I was trying to make the 2 black aces change places. And what I did is I made them turn into the 2 red aces. I mean, you can do that if you want to. Look, hang on, look. Just give a little shake and it looks like they're the red aces. If I want to turn them back, it takes 3 seconds. Oh, my watch is broken. It doesn't matter. 3 seconds is about now. And they turn into the black aces. You see, I sometimes get the trick wrong. But what I'm going to do now is I'm genuinely going to make these 2 black aces change places. Look, the ace of clubs goes on the bottom, which leaves the ace of spades on top. Remember, the ace of spades is on top. The ace of clubs is on the bottom. All I have to do is snap. And when I do, the ace of diamonds. No, that's meant to... I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me get rid of that red card. But on top, we have the... Oh, it's the other red ace. Look, let me get the black aces back again. If I snap my fingers, look, there's the black... Oh, hang on, they're the red ones. Well, if they're the red ones, that means these over here must be the black aces. Isn't that weird? I tell you what, guys, I'm going to do one last thing to finish off. As we've got the aces, let me try and find that 6 of hearts again. We'll use the rest of the pack away. We'll put the rest of the pack away. We're just going to use the red aces. We're going to use the black aces, and we're going to use that 6 of hearts. And I remind you that that 6 of hearts is signed, which means that you know, there's nothing. There's not like a million 6 of hearts in the pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 6 of hearts face down in between the 2 face-up red aces. And I want you to remember that before we began, before we did anything, that card was face down in between the 2 face-up red aces. I'm going to put it right there. You can see it right there. Now, the other thing for you to remember is that over here, we have the black aces. We have the black aces over here. We have the red aces with the selected card over here. I'm going to have an invisible line going down the middle. These cards are never going to go over this side. These cards are never going on this side. And I want you to watch. I'm going to take your card, take the 6 of hearts, and leave it sticking out in between the 2 aces, the 2 red aces. And we'll put the 2 black aces over here. Now watch. This is super quick. Watch the selected card in between the red aces. It happens on 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you see it? That was pretty quick, right? Over here, we have the 2 red aces. The selected card is gone. And the reason is over here now, we have a face down card. And that would be the 6 of hearts. I told you. See? Isn't it weird? I mean, it's so random. But you know what? I've done a lot of card tricks in this show. And I've never done a show that's just card tricks. So I'd like to finish off with a coin trick. Let me, have I got my coins? Actually, yeah, I have. Let me get my coins. Here we are. I got a little purse. There we go. I've got a little black purse. Let me turn the mat over so you can see red. That way the black purse will show up. And inside this purse, guys, I have coins. I collect coins. I am that sad. And I have 3 coins in here. I have this is a Chinese coin right here. That's a Chinese coin. I also have a silver American dollar. And I have an old English sort of big coin, an old English penny type thing. That's all I've got, by the way. I want you to see that. Just 3 coins. It's not the best coin collection in the world. It's small, but it works. The purse isn't important. The only important thing are the 3 coins. I want to watch very, very carefully. We have copper, we have silver, and we have brass. We'll refer to them as copper, silver, brass, not Chinese, American, and English. Copper, silver, and brass. Now I want you to watch very carefully. I'm going to take the silver coin, that's the silver coin. I'm going to put the silver coin over here. Remember, the silver coin goes over here. When I touch my thumbs together, they change places. You see, now there's copper and brass over here, there's silver over here. You might have missed that, so let me do it again. Copper, silver, brass. I reach in, I take the silver coin, and the silver coin goes here. Now, you know the silver coin's here because you've seen it, but when I touch my thumbs together, hang on, 3, 2, 1, there you go, they change places. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. So let's try it one last time. Look, I'll tell you what we'll do. This time, you know what's going to happen. I'll even explain how it's going to happen. It's all to do with hypnosis. Watch the silver coin. You are feeling sleepy. Okay, that's not working. But watch. If I hold the silver coin here and do this, where's the silver coin? You see, you can't win. If you said it's over here, I'm going to show you it's over here. If you said it's over here, I'm going to show you it's over here. You can't win. Which is why you'll always lose at the game. Now, if you were here, I'd even let you try and do this in your hand, which would be very weird. But I'm going to go for a big finish instead. I want you to watch. I'm going to take the silver coin. Oh, hang on a second. Let me do that again. Coins are going everywhere. I have no idea what's going on right now. Watch. I'm going to take the silver coin out. Yeah, I'm going to take the silver coin out. And I'm going to put it on top of my fist. Now, I want you to watch. All I have to do is wave this silver coin over the other 2 coins. And as I do, it's kind of like waving those other 2 coins goodbye. So the question is, where have they gone? And they're in my pocket, and in my back pocket, they're at my sleeves. Well, the coins came from the purse, which can only mean one thing inside the purse. There's the copper, there's the brass, there's the silver. That's the trick. Thank you very, very much. So there you go, guys. That's another Magic Time. We go live doing magic on Magic Time every single day. So it's really, really important that you come back at 12 o'clock. If you're watching it on Facebook, come back on Facebook at 12 o'clock. If you're on YouTube, come back on YouTube at 12 o'clock. But magic's not the only thing that we do. We go live 6 times a day with magic, party games, quizzes, action dances, baking, maths, science, sing-alongs, nursery rhymes, you name it, we do it. So do me a favour, like I said at the beginning, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, and if you want to speak to Non-Stop Kids about having a virtual party, just go to www.nonstopkids.co.uk, fill in the contact form, we'll get back to you with a no obligation consultation. My name's Craig from Non-Stop Kids, and we'll see you again. Have a good day, stay safe everybody.